In 1204, Philip II of France conquered Normandy, reclaiming it for the French crown. It was a devastating loss for King John of England, who had inherited a vast empire from his brother Richard the Lionheart, the empire having been established by their father Henry II. Now, under John's watch, the empire had been rapidly whittled away into nothingness. The deeds of Philip Augustus describes the events. The Normans, seeing that they could not defend themselves, nor could expect any aid from the King of England, began to think of surrender. Nevertheless, they judiciously took precautions in order to remain faithful to the King of England. They humbly asked the King of the French to grant a truce of 30 days, which should close at the feast of St. John, for their own city, Rouen, and for Vanille and Acre, which were in league with Rouen. In this interval, they might be able to send to the King of England and ask for aid in so pressing a danger. If he should refuse, the Normans agreed to place their goods and persons, the city, and the said castles in the hands of the victorious Philip, King of the French, and to give as hostages 60 sons of the leading citizens of Rouen. At the feast of St. John, the leading citizens, having received no aid from the King of England, fulfilled their promises, and delivered to the King of the French their city of Rouen, a rich town, the capital of all Normandy, with the 2 castles of which we have spoken. 316 years had elapsed since this city of Rouen and all Normandy had ceased to belong to the kings of France. The Northman Rollo, who had come with his pagan followers, had taken it by right of arms in the time of Charles the Simple. John was desperate to re-establish the Angevin Empire that he had lost, but it all proved to no avail when his last hope died with defeat at the Battle of Bouvines in 1214. He was now forced to face the wrath of his nobles, who were angered by both the losses in France that John had suffered and the dreadful expenses the king had accrued in the recovery attempts.